Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Mobile Suit Gundam 0079, starting with episode 11. Last week we watched 8, 9, and 10, and a whole lot of shit went down in those last couple of episodes, so let's get straight through it. In episode 8, we focused a bit on the nature of war with a group of people who wanted to get out of White Base and live on Earth, and through some interactions with some named ZEON pilots, we discovered that not all human beings are horrible people, which is kind of cool. And then we tried to shoot at them, and that caused conflict again. So, well, in episode 9, we had Amuro no likey war boy sad, because Amuro doesn't want to be that boy who has to pilot the thing, and he feels real shit. And Lieutenant Bright slapped him up a little bit, and we got some iconic lines, and Amuro decided to, yeah, I guess I'll pilot the Gundam thing, because we're all going to fucking die if I don't. And, of course, at the very end, we met Lieutenant Matilda, who is hot, and Amuro agrees, so cool. Neat. And then episode 10, Garma's fate. That boy got full betrayed by Char. Char led him into a trap set by White Base, and Garma's Gao carrier got absolutely obliterated. All of this coming pretty much immediately after we established that he has a love interest, and it became kind of clear as we waved death flags really fucking high throughout the episode for Garma, but the way that it actually occurred was still a little bit surprising, namely that Char, his seemingly best friend, fucking hates him and his whole family. Really does not like the Zabi family, but why? Why would he hate the rulers of ZEON? I don't know, but I have a feeling that it might have something to do with his missing / potentially dead sister Artesia, who is Sailor Mass, as far as we can tell. At least seems to be, or she's magically an identical twin or some bullshit, but pretty confident in saying that his hatred of the Zabi family has to do something with his own family getting fucked over by them in a quest for power, because that seems like the kind of a thing that would happen in a nation like ZEON. I'll also mention, because I just saw the title of this next episode, which is Iselina Loves Remains, that we met Iselina, that love interest of Garma's, and she is really mad at her dad and really mad at all kinds of different people because she really cared about Garma, and now Garma is dead, and she doesn't have anywhere to specifically place that blame. The question in my mind is whether Iselina will place that blame on the Federation and the White Base and their whole crew and go and try and murderate them, which seems like a reasonable thing to do, or whether she will become in any way suspicious of Char. And if she is not suspicious of Char, will Char use her to his own ends, and how? Mostly, the biggest takeaway from these last couple of episodes, besides the episode 8 nature of war conflict stuff, is that we are solidly and squarely, even when he's not acting as the primary antagonist or the primary person dogging our heels, biting at our heels as we go, Char is running this fucking game for his own purposes and for his own ends, and we don't know exactly what those are. We are not even players in this game at this point. We are nothing but pawns. Now, very tricky pawns that Char has had a hard time capturing or killing or destroying or whatever, because we're in White Base and we've got all this cool tech and we're actually relatively competent, but we are pawns and Char is a grandmaster, and what the fuck are we gonna do about that? I don't know, but we're gonna have to watch some episodes to find out. So let's watch episodes 11 and 12 today, and we'll start with episode 11, Iselina Loves Remains. Poor fucking girl just got her boyfriend evaporated. He fully just got evaporated. And he didn't even get to go out thinking that Char was still his friend. He went out with Char calling him and being like, hey, buddy, I know we've been friends for a while. I just wanted to tell you, just wanted to let you know, this is my doing, and it's your fucking fault and your family's fucking fault, so have fun getting evaporated by laser blasts and stuff. Yay! See you in the afterlife, but never, because I will never die. Char's kind of crazy, but in the most focused, confident, intelligent, powerful, not even reckless. He does some reckless things, but they always pay off, so they're not reckless. They're just calculated risks. calculated motherfucker in the entire galaxy. This boy is just Reinhard 2.0 or 1.2.1.0. He's Reinhard, except scarier, like a little bit scarier sometimes, and that's fucking crazy. Yeah. That's all I've got to talk about here at the very beginning. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Also, I will note that if I sound kind of nasally, it's because I've been sneezing all fucking morning, and I think that's because I spent some time playing with the cats and I got cat hair all over me. I rolled it all off and it's getting better, but if I end up like harking or sniffling or sneezing, that's why. It's because cats, fucking cats. Oh yeah, and I brought a spoon so that I don't have to stir this with my finger anymore. You're welcome. All right, let's watch episode 11 of Mobile Suit Gundam, and we'll see where it goes from where we left off. I've got the episode up and ready to go. There will be two versions. Picture-in-picture version will be available in the description. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. And if you want to do a syncing thing, you can totally do that. The beep beep timer for your syncing purposes is coming at you right now. And I've used up this whole page of notes already, so I need a new page. Sweet. And now we get the intro port. Oh, it's different. We're speeding through it. I was genuinely gonna ask about that. We cut out the whole humans went to space and lived on sides and nice. I was actually gonna ask about that. Like, when are we gonna cut that part out? Because it takes a lot of time. Then again, taking a lot of time can be a very good thing in a serial show. Ba-boom. Beyond the moon. Oh, we're going to ZEON. Okay, we're going to anywhere, including ZEON. We're going to ZEON. Yeah. Yes. Sweet. Sweet. What am I looking at? What are these big arrays? Oh, cool. We're going to talk more about the cylinders. Cool. Dozel. Vice Admiral Dozel Zabi. Cool. That's sort of a new ship design. Is that Dozel? Same bluish hair. Oh my god. Hi, Dozel. Yeah, which is super duper sick. Come on, you gotta get a better naming scheme for your cities. It's a dope-looking city, though. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Immediately caring more about... Oh, we get to meet Cassilia. Is she hot, though? Sorry. I'm not, but sorry. Oh, okay. Kind of spooky. I didn't write down his name. Giren? Too many characters. Really? Giren. I got it right. Fuck peace. Let's do war. Was that Isolina? It is. Okay. Okay. Oh, Isolina-sama. Okay, buddy. Alrighty. We're all huge fans. Pulls out giant thumbs with Isolina on it. Is this Garma's quarters? Yeah, oh, maybe not. Unless he's one of those guys who just puts a giant picture of himself up on the wall. Oh, for sure. First line. Ooh, but she wasn't specific there. She might know. Darota healing. God damn it. Oh, it's just turbulence. Never mind. I thought it was a missile. Because it's always a fucking missile. Everyone, please make sure your Teeaboos are in the upright position. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, you built Haro. You built the best character in the entire show. Wait, so we upgraded our sword blades as javelins? That's fucking sick. Uh-oh. 3 gauze? Sweet. Not sweet. We gotta keep going. Keep going, I'll handle this. Hey, his attitude has gotten better. Okay. It'll also prevent you from going the direction you want to go, which might not be good. But okay, sure, let's do it. Whoosh. Okay. Fuck. Not fuck enough. Yeah. Thanks for balancing us out. Really appreciate it. Wow, that ship looks a lot smaller than I thought it was. I guess, I mean, that's because they're fucking Gundams. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Got him! Nice. Nice moves. Oh my god. Holy shit. Boing. Yeah, fully gonna go down after that. No tail flaps. Wow. Oh my god, they are all dead. What have we done? For the first time, the ZEON Federation is not infinite. Is it Char? Hi. Hey, just showing up to help. What? Okay. Cool. Uh-oh. Hmm. Haha, we're not gonna help you at all. Fuck! Fuck! I was making a joke. Right. She did that out of order. They want us to take on more refugees? What? Hi, Char. Pew 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 pew. Don't fucking die out there, dude. He won't, but come on. Nani? Oh. Damn it, he had the shot. Huh. Sideways Char is the scariest Char. That's a big bomb. Ba-boom. There go our engines. White base going down. Uh-oh. Bye. That's the worst thing that has happened to White Base, and all it took was one Char in a plane. I'm glad we're back to this track. I like this track. We should have seatbelts. Those were some great cuts. Like, the way that Sayla hit the ground there and bounced was kind of crazy. Those were some great cuts. Uh-oh. Not done yet. Holy shit, he's just gonna get out and run toward it. What a beast. Yeah, just let it into your city. We're gonna get a Bright versus Char 1v1? No. Yeah, we are alive. Okay, sure. You are too modest. Thank goodness. Are we gonna have another run-in? Feels weird to be shooting at your own plane. Fuck! Homeboy! Do you have the boosters to get back up there? Oh, okay. Cool. Bye! Bye! Uh-oh. She's angry. Hi. Okay. Cool. Okay, for a second I didn't trust that because blonde person in our ship who I've never seen before, but it's not Char. How crazy a move would that be, though? Char just infiltrates and is like, I'm one of you. Fuck. Who opened the door? You're in the middle of a desert. I will admit, they've got a whole wide variety of great old people voices. Yeah, you are in the middle of a desert. Oh, hi. Okay, yeah, we'll stay put. Oh, we might get a bright V Char. Oh, it's not a 1v1. Okay. Arewa. What? Sayla? Or should I say, Artesia? Arewa what? Arewa nani? Oh, hey, the Gundams are here. Fuck out of here, Char. State funeral? Yeah. This guy really wants more war, doesn't he? Uh-huh. How are these people related? Like these two and Garma. The important thing is the funeral ceremony. Sure. What? Demote Char? But he doesn't suspect. Yeezus. Yeezus the Weezus. Oh, Lance. Lance. Oh. That's more like a trident thing. It's kind of dumb. Is this another thing like the hammer where they were like, we need more toys? Probably. Blam. Damn. Wow, that is a lot of concentrated fire. Yeah, I was waiting for that to start melting. Jesus. Oh. Okay, then. You know what? I talked shit about the lance, and I won't anymore. I feel like the sword would work just as well, but that's okay. Dorota! She's gonna have to do it. Let's go, Iselina. You are misinformed, but I dig it, dude. I believe. Holy shit, is she going suicide mission? Yo. Iselina, no. Okay, it didn't instantly explode. Oh. We're gonna end up face to face with her. Dorota, are you alive? I liked you, kind of. Oh shit! Gonna take his gun? Oh shit! Amuro might be forced to fully 1v1 kill her. Oh. Are we gonna save Iselina? Nah, he's just standing there. Ow! Ow! Ah, shit. We were working through so much stuff with Amuro. Now it's all gonna come back. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Man, he trusts Dren a lot. Like, a lot. Okay, we're letting all the Fujis off? Cool. Holy shit, we're letting all the Fujis off? We're free of Fujis. That sucks for them. They're in the middle of a fucking desert still, but at least we don't have to worry about that problem anymore. Have fun out here, guys. Wait, what? You are? Oh, she fucking died? That tracks. She did fall a long distance onto her head. Woof. And we don't even get to find out. I thought she might have survived that. Okay. Oh, the freeze frame. Focused on Amuro. Oh, yep. Yep, back to where we started, except worse. Fuck. God damn it, Iselina, we were working through this shit. You just had to traumatize our boy further. Okay, so we got to sell a new toy accessory with the particle lance thingamajiggy, which is pretty sick on it. I'll admit it. It's pretty cool. I think it's dumb as hell, but like he chopped a Gao in half, so I want one. You know, I had no problem with that. But I think the most interesting things about this episode are the stuff that we see on the ZEON side. We see this array of, I still don't know exactly what these are. I guess they're reflectors of some kind. That would be my immediate guess, is that they're either solar panels, standalone panels, or reflectors or something similar to bring light to the city. Really dig the design of the ZEON city. It's crazy and weird. And we get to meet a lot of these ZEON characters. So Giren calls him father as well. So Giren is a member. And then we meet Cassilia, who is the one I was hoping was hot, and she kind of is, but in like a Castellanter sort of way, which doesn't really mean anything to you, but it means something to me. Kind of a haughty, not haughty, but haughty, Haughty sort of way. She a haughty. I don't know if she a hottie. I feel bad about that one. We meet Vice Admiral Dozel Zabi, who is enormous Frankenstein mixed with, like, Kronk is kind of the vibe that I get from him. He's like Franken-Kronk. I guess it's just because of the scar. And Giren and Cassilia. And they all communicate with Pops, who seems to just want to lay Garma to rest and seems to be, of the whole group, seems the most conservative of them, meaning like the least interested in extending conflict and like, let's go to war immediately for vengeance and shit. So that's a little bit interesting because my expectation would be kind of the other way around, but it seems like the younger Zabis are the ones who are most interested in the nature of things and like keeping war going and keeping this political game that they're playing going, and that's very interesting to find out about the ZEONs. Yeah, it's not what I would have expected. I would have expected him to just be like exuding evil through his pores and them to be like normal, but no, it's different. It's very different, and it's very curious. So we meet Dorota, this lieutenant boy, and he dies by the end, which sucks. Yeah, okay, so it is Garma's room. I missed that line somehow. And she gets to sad boy out about his portrait and stuff. The refugees, which we end up managing by the end of the thing, which is cool. Char continuing to make plays, this time sort of cleanup plays, not big plays. The whole idea of leaping from your ship to another ship to destroy it by tearing the fucking ailerons, is that what they're called? I think so. The rudder, basically. Well, on a boat it would be a rudder, but I think it's I'm gonna look it up. Aileron? A hinged surface in the trailing edge of an airplane wing used to control lateral balance. Right, what about the one on the tail? Flight control surfaces. Great. Oh, it is a rudder. Okay, so ailerons are the tabs that move up and down on the wings. The elevator is the hinged stabilizer on the back of the tail, and the rudder is the hinged vertical stabilizer on the trailing edge of the upper portion of the tail. So causing actual turning. That's actually really cool and very neat and something that I wanted to know. So I'm glad that I looked that up. Today we learned. But the idea of jumping onto a plane and like causing it to tilt with the weight of our giant mobile suits and then legit full tearing off the flight surfaces is amazing. And the responses from characters inside the plane as things happen are great, especially this guy. I think this is a really solid fucking cut. And it's not the only one that's like that. When we first hit turbulence up in the sky on White Base, we see some cool stuff go down as well. Or wait, is it when we hit turbulence or is it when the missile hits? It must be when the missile hits. Char with the zoom. And then he full sideways smile, the creepiest Char. Sideways Char is the scariest Char. Make that a t-shirt. And drops the bomb. Cool. And that's not where it happens? Or is it when we... Oh, it's when we land. See, I fucked that shit up. All right, cool. But it is when we land. We dink in. They all are stuck on the wall. Bright goes flying. Mirai, and there's a sound effect here, I think, because it reads really well. So let me see. Yeah, Kathak, and falls. And then it's kind of almost match cut between her falling and Sayla falling. Bam, boom. The way that Sayla bounces, there's something about that that's really stellar. It's all on twos, as expected. Hit, bounce, and the hair flip, and then the lag, and then the fall. Wow, that's so good. It really stands out to me as an exceptional cut. I hope that it's on Sakagaburu listed. Lots of battle, lots of cool little things in the battle. Like the moment where the guns fire at him and he ducks under them, stands up and fires back. That's a moment that sort of sears itself into my mind as like, that's cool combat. That's interesting. Or this moment where he grabs onto Amuro's Gundam's shoulders in order to stabilize himself to fire is really interesting as well. Of course, it's not enough because he gets shot himself. And we have to piece out of there. But god damn. Okay, so refugees start running. God damn it, refugees. Gotta stop. We get some interesting political conversations here. I know it's saying stuff about the javelin, and that's not the line. The built-in safety valve. No. What's wrong with mourning him just within our family? Well, because it's like our duty as politicians to create this fervor in our people. And it seems like the main Zabi is not super down for that. Like, he's not terribly interested. But Giren pushes for it, and the others, like, also support it, which is very interesting. Yeah. Will serve as an example to the people. And we demote Char for some reason. I don't understand why. Why do they demote Char? I don't know. Like, does he suspect? There's no reason for him to suspect Char that we're aware of. But I don't know. Okay, so we chop a Gao in half with a lightning lance, and then it explodes in the biggest fucking explosion of the entire show so far. Insane. And she does a full try to suicide, mirroring Garma's own like suicide bombing play. Tries to destroy the Gundam there, and then tries to 1v1 him here. Why does she slip and fall? I don't know. But she hesitates for half a moment before attacking, falls, and lands directly on her head. Now, because of how slow we made this cut, like there's no hard impact, she doesn't like crumple or shatter or anything. I thought she was going to survive this. I thought maybe it was a trick of the look of things and that she had actually slid down the front or something like that. No, she full fell and full died instantly, and we bury her. Insane. Freaking sane. Me? Vengeance on me? But why? So this is going to send Amuro spiraling again psychologically. It has to. It seems you can't rely on others. Dren will report that my mobile suit malfunctioned. And Dren smiles and Char smiles. Man, he's such a homie to Char here. It's so interesting how much Char trusts Dren, and I'm not sure why. But we bury Iselina, bury a lovely young girl who wanted to murder him in vengeance, and Amuro is hard shook by this situation. So we will have to see how he responds to that as we move forward. We get this frame of him in bed, shook. So we'll see how that plays out. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up Sakagaburu, and I'm going to check for cuts for this episode. I'm really hoping for some of the combat cuts I would expect, but mostly I'm hoping for the reactions of characters inside the ship when the ship has stuff happen to it, because they're so freaking good for making this sense of like continuity between what's happening inside and what's happening outside. So let me look. Okay, there are 3 cuts. Boom. Shigenobu Nagasaki. Not a name I'm familiar with. Boom. Spear. And we actually attack with it. Yeah, and driving it through the place. Boom. Some cool effects work, too. Cool. Okay. Artist unknown as they jump onto the other thing, get blasted back, and then immediately this cut that happens, duck under it, fire away. Fire away, fire away. And then I actually I kind of skipped this, but the rotation around the tail of the aircraft is also really cool here. But of course, it's artist unknown. Thanks, Jikolai, for uploading this. I appreciate it. But artist unknown sucks. Who knows, man? Who knows? And I think this might actually be the sequence where we dink. It is, and it's artist unknown, which sucks. But it's really good character animation, really good like ragdolling of bodies on cell is kind of very impressive. I wouldn't be surprised if Yas had something to do with it, just because of the way the characters look and how consistent they seem and how they move. But there's no way to know, as far as I know. So that kind of blow. Okay, cool. Those are the only cuts listed on Sakagaburu. That's kind of unfortunate. I think this is a really good episode to follow up after Garma's death, and it is entirely colored by Garma's death, right? Everything that everybody's doing is related to that, but we do get to find out a whole bunch about the major hierarchy and the ruling elite of the ZEONs, which is very interesting. We hinted a little bit more of Char's plans, and our main squad is doing what they've been trying to do, which is escape and survive. And they find out in this episode that the Federation is not likely to help them do that, so they are kind of stuck, isolated on their own, and screwed. Pretty bad place to be, but they're working through it, and you gotta respect that. Okay, I'm gonna take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, and be back in a moment for episode 12 of Mobile Suit Gundam. See you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are ready to rock and roll for episode 12 of Mobile Suit Gundam 0079, The Threat of ZEON. Cool. Let's watch it. Beep beep timer. Oh, I just saw Jikolai message me on Discord, and I just saw it. Apparently, episodes 11 and 12 are both outsourced eps. I wouldn't have been able to guess that. They look pretty good. Okay, imposing dictatorship via the Zabi family. Oh, we skipped the intro thing completely this time. Nice. Degwin. He did? He ceded power to Kirin? Oh, okay. We're just redoing it in a different way. Interesting. Okay, we're crossing the Pacific. Cool. Interesting. So that thing about ceding his power to Giren and then the war broke out. That's interesting. Ooh, state funeral. trying to prove it. Damn. Hmm. Wow. This is familiar. That's a big boat. Who's that? Hmm. Is it White Basie? Yeah. Yeah. Chance. How her name is Spanish for ham. The Zanzibar. Hmm. Hmm. How you doing over there, Amuro? Amuro. Amuro. Where's Haro? Haro makes me feel better. Hi. Yeah, thanks, thanks, Haro. Oh, those are sandwiches. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be hot. Brainwave levels low. Uh-oh. You are not fine, my man. You built that bot. Oh, yeah, you seem great, man. You seem like you're having a good time out here. Really, really being stable. Oh yeah, what happened to Reed? Oh, Kika, no. Kika, everything's okay. That's very fair, my man. We all probably need a break. Okay. Kika is freaking out. There we go. There we go. She's all right. Yeah, Bright should be feeling that I'm sorry. I'd be down to ship it. Fuck. There's that ship incoming. Yeah, never a rest. Ooh. Ooh. Never a moment to rest. Okay, good. We're cutting back and forth. Cool, cool, cool. So, did her hair color change? It super did. Oh, wow. Just immediately. They got guns. They got big guns. We got a problem. Oh, wow. All right, into the storm. Ooh. Oh, that looks great. None of them would know. None of them would know. They all grew up on sides where weather basically doesn't exist, right? That's crazy. Oh. Flash, flash. Shook boy shook. The flashes look really great. Uh-huh. That's so cool. That's maybe my favorite thing that's happened in Gundam so far, is that they don't recognize lightning. Kaminari, Picari, Kaminari. Hmm. Damn right. Gotta love Mirai. We would all be so dead without her so many times over. Bright, too. Oh, great water. Wow, sneaky, sneaky. Now we hide. Okay. Never mind. Shook, 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 shook. Is that 6? 7? I don't know. I've lost count. Schmack. Fucking snap out of it. Come on. I want to see what that looks like. Oh, never mind. Hmm. Hmm. The PTSD is, oh, it's new. They made an eye catch. Sick. It also is really cool. I really like that. Yeah. Found 'em. Found 'em. Our gambit has not paid off. We're gonna have to sortie. Off we go. Wow. Jesus. The PTSD is setting in. Cool, cool. Honestly, they've got a cute relationship. I'm into it. Akos and Kozun? Oh my god. What? My suit has to have giant spiked pauldrons and a big spike on its helmet. That's smart. Goodbye, my love. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm kind of fretting. The fact that you guys seem to have a good relationship does not bode well for your safety and well-being. What is this? I think this is what the Earthlings call ground. They're shooting at us. Cool. Oh, they got something else. That rookie syndrome. Did you try slapping him? Wow, make him sortie as well. Oh, he looks dead. Smack, smack, donk, donk. Huh. Do the piloting. Dude, he's not moving. I don't know if that's the best idea. He's not fucking piloting. Ow, 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 ow. What? That's new. He's got tentacle powers. That's the blue guy, right? It's gotta be. It's a super duper Zaku. Bum, bum, bum. It's pretty sick, I'll admit. For the first time. And Amuro's at low. Oh, we destroyed it. I don't know, man. You sure? Shit. Shit. Oh, what a great cut. New weapon. Whoa. Bad new weapon. We are gonna get bodied. Can you withstand my heat rod? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Zap. Wow, some great cuts. Oh, there's the reuse. More like the suit is pretty good at this moment. Yeah. Hello, gun tank on board. Yeah. That's reasonable. Cool. A genuine threat from a new mobile suit. Well, shit. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Whoa. This Ral guy is pretty good. We're fighting to a standoff here. Okay. The threat gets bigger. Oh my god. See ya, nerds. I love the little horseshoes. Ah, my love, you are back. Oh, the blinding floodlights. I wonder what those are for. Ding! Close your eyes, boy. Wow, that's actually a great tactic. I mean, they didn't destroy a lot of our tech or anything, but we got destroyed by this Ral lieutenant guy. They blew us the fuck up. Yeah. Aw. Aw. Fervor and lust for battle? Ah. Our aims are just. But are they? What if they are? Mm-hmm. A war of independence. Oh, we're religious? Was that Char? Oh. Char looking fly. Hmm. Everything with a purpose for the national war movement. We're building up our military. The Earth Federation will do the same. Let's get ready to kill each other more. So it's their fault for resisting our rebellion. Okay. Oh, okay. We're just gonna go for that reference right there. Just gonna put that one out. Okay, cool. Yep, mm-hmm. Wow, they're just not letting it go. Fascism, 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 fascism. I find that chunk of rhetoric really interesting. Oh, Happy Amuro? Wait, what? What's that all about? He's not allowed to be happy. This boy's got to be a tortured soul. He can't be happy. Come on. Come on. I did not sign up to watch Amuro have a good time. Let's be honest here. I watched this show to watch Amuro sink into a deeper and deeper and deeper depression and to have PTSD whenever he sees lightning flashes. That's why I'm here. No, I kid. Happy Amuro seems great. This episode is interesting. Oh boy, this state funeral feels familiar. If you've ever seen footage of, well, Nazi Germany works as one of those things, but also Mao-ruled China, any location in Russia for decades and decades pre-90, like 92, 93 or whatever. All sorts of places. This is very familiar. The big crowds, the giant pictures, the big funeral procession. And in the midst of it all, a silent, quiet grief of the actual ruler of the nation. Unlike Giren, who whips them into a fanatical frenzy, or tries to, in order to further the war goals, we have Papa Zabi just sitting here being sad that his son is dead, his youngest is gone, is no longer on this earth. But all of this stuff, this feels different. And we are informed that he ceded power to Giren at one point, and that's when the war started. Very interesting. Maybe some kind of correlation here, like Giren wants war in order to obtain more power and create what we talk about at the end, a Zabi dictatorship over all humanity. Interesting. And I think that's the most interesting thing in the episode, is that simultaneously, Giren speaks of the unjust rule of the small number of elites from Earth while attempting to establish a like galactic dictatorship, right? It's like maybe they are wrong. Maybe the elites of Earth are bad. Is it our place? Like, should we be going to war with them in order to obtain more power for ourselves? Or are we just using this really as an excuse for the obtaining and consolidation and whatnot of power? And I think it's pretty clear that it's the latter, that we're just trying to consolidate power, and that this whole idea of a righteous revolution is a little bit twisted, as righteous revolutions are often twisted, and often become the path to power for a different small group of ruling elites or an individual ruling elite. Most revolutions, whether they are in response to travesties by the state or are otherwise like a communist revolution or a dictatorial revolution, they almost always end in dictatorship and end with one person or one family or one small group in an extraordinary amount of power, who then end up driving their nation into the ground. So it's kind of interesting to watch some very real world type of rhetoric, and some very real world like utilization of an attack upon our people to create an emotional argument and a fervor of battle and vengeance and bloodlust amongst our people. It's pretty goddamn on the nose for a lot of bits and pieces of our history. Now, in the episode itself, we meet Lieutenant Raoul and his, I assume, wife, and they are honestly a pretty cool couple. They like support each other and talk about stuff. That's pretty neat to see. But also he's the guy with the cool super suit, which is also pretty neat to see. And we have a good bit of focus on Amuro, who is pretty clearly, we can infer, it's strongly implied, I would say, that he is doing engineering stuff to keep his mind off of what he's been dealing with and what's been going on. He's avoiding doing all the stuff that he needs to, and he's having a bad time. And Haro, of course, knows that, right? Because it's able to apparently read his brainwaves. Amuro, Genki Janai. Amuro, Yeah, thanks, Haro. I feel like shit. I really needed you to tell me that I feel like shit. I think this is the besides once the lightning starts flashing and we just get dead-eyed Amuro, this moment where he's just like staring off into space, mechanically putting food in his face, is wide-eyed, clearly in shock, right? Kid's been on the run for a couple weeks now, watching people die, killing. Yeah, he's shook, literally in fucking shock, in a state of shock. Very, very well done. Okay, so the kids show up and we yell at the kids because Bright is also feeling it. Everybody's feeling the strain of what they've been going through recently. But at least the refugees aren't here. Yay! So everybody goes and tries to get some rest, and we're not able to. And in the meantime, as we are recognizing this attack incoming, we watch from here and we see all of this unfold over the course of the episode. The whole state funeral. Rather austere for a state funeral, honestly, comparatively, but that's okay. Okay, so we get fired upon. We decide to escape via a lightning storm. I love the way the lightning effect works. It's a pretty classic effect, to have these flash into this sort of blue scale. But goddamn, that is hard to do on cells, right? You have to redraw everything, and then you have to repaint everything. And you have to switch it out so that it matches and it actually looks like it's flashing on this on the same place. I found this one to be one of the more impressive sequences because there's movement in between these flashes, right? Like they're interpainted. That's crazy to me. That's genuinely crazy to me. And I love this idea that they think that lightning might be a new ZEON weapon. It just shows us how disconnected they are from Earth. They just don't understand. And it's great. But Amuro sits and watches these flashes and goes into shock. Full PTSD, had a traumatic experience last episode, piled on top of a whole bunch of traumatic experiences, and goes into absolute stunned shock. And then they talk about, they're like, oh, this is just lightning. Oh, okay, cool. I love the way this water looks. I'm hoping it's on Sakagaburu. It probably won't be, but I love the way it looks, and I love the way that we blow it away, kind of like a helicopter over a field of grass or over water. It's super duper cool, and it looks awesome for this whole sequence. As do the whole, they're coming in and bits of rubble and rock are being blown away as well. I think it's fantastic looking. And apparently, according to GK, these 2 episodes were outsourced, which is really interesting. These are not in studio sourced episodes because they are poignant and well done, and it's kind of amazing. Amuro be shook. We have stopped even trying to talk to Amuro. We know that smacking him, percussive maintenance, is the way to fix the boy, and so we just give him a smack. And even this time, Amuro's just like, you don't need to hit me, man. You really don't need that. That's not entirely necessary. But it apparently is. So they seek us out, and we get this new eye catch. I just want to mention this eye catch because I think it's sick. I really think it's cool, drawing the beam sword and finding the place and being awesome. It's dope. It's dope as hell. So the attack commences, and I thought it was just a Zaku. Boy, oh boy, was you sweet summer child previous T. It's not just a Zaku, it's something more. It's blue, and it's spiky, and you know that's a bad idea. That's a bad robot. Productions. Mechanical tentacle powers with lightning, pretty fucking cool. Pretty goddamn motherfucking cool. Big explode, boom. And there are a bunch of really good cuts of the Gundam fighting and the Zaku's fighting and this thing fighting. I don't think we got a name for what this is. He just calls it not a Zaku. So we'll have to find out a little later, but it is a pretty cool robot. I am scared of the day when Char gets his own variant of like this, of probably with different weapons and different powers and stuff, but a more powerful mobile suit that can clearly, now Amuro is not in the best state right now, but it can clearly go toe-to-toe with the Gundam. That's fucking bad. So what we do in this episode is we introduce a new genuine threat from ZEON. They've got these new mobile suits that are going to be a significant problem because, shit, they're going to be a significant problem. At the same time that the ZEON Federation is gearing up for a vengeful war in order to avenge Garma's death. So everything sort of falls together here. I like the way we intercut between what's going on in our world and what's going on at home for the ZEONs. It's pretty crazy cool. I love the blinding lights as they leave, and I love the blinding rhetoric as Gihren talks about all this shit. I'm going to play through all of Giren's rhetoric to hear it again so that I can give you some more accurate analysis on it. So give me a moment. Excuse me. Give me a moment to do that. Okay, so at this point, he's just said it's been 50 years since the small number of elites on Earth took control of everything in space. We just wanted freedom. And then remember how many times they trampled us underfoot. So inciting a bit of rage, a bit of like, they've been fucking us up all this time. And then the Principality of ZEON is fighting for the freedom of all of humanity. Your rage at their behavior is righteous rage, is a crucial component. We are on the side of justice and on the side of right, and that is why we will win. Psychologically, in a mob, in a nation, turning a nation into a violent nation, the idea that what we are doing is right and just is absolutely crucial in order to get the populace behind the war. You can force a people into war, but it doesn't work very well. It's much better sociopolitically if you can get a people riled up and get them clamoring for and demanding war, especially if they think that they are just in doing so or on the side of right. Every nation that has like successfully attempted to present some kind of takeover or to rebel effectively has done precisely that. The American Revolution is built on that principle of justice, everyone believing that what they were doing is correct. And we're taught in American schools that that is true, and it is just, and I don't necessarily disagree. But the process of getting a nation to feel like they are righteous in going into combat and going and killing the enemy is crucial. And Gihren is good at this. So that's scary. Right, and God will not turn his back on us. This may or may not be, it's one of the first times that we have talked about deities or religion in the show. God will not turn his back on us is also crucial. Not only are we righteous, we are supported by something greater than ourselves. And Char doesn't buy any of it. Garmazabi, who you all loved, is dead. Why? Char says, because he was a spoiled kid. Also, Char looking fly. Look at that shit. He's wearing a white suit, pink shirt, red tie, sunglasses. Beast. Absolute boss. Why does Char always cover his eyes? I don't have an answer for that question. I just wanted to ask it. All of Char's helmets always have the eye coverings on them. Now he's wearing the sunglasses. I don't get it. I don't know. So, okay. So he drinks his drink. I'll keep this going. The fighting has died down somewhat. Perhaps many of you see this war as someone else's problem. Let me change your mind on that. This is all of our problems. We have to be united, which is another step in the process of a nation toward war. It serves to help silence dissent, because if you're not a part of the war effort, if you're not dedicated to it, you're maybe a traitor, or maybe you're just not cut out to be a member of the ZEON Federation or the ZEON Principality. The Federation has polluted the Earth out of greed, so another level of righteousness. We must expose the foolishness of the Earth Federation elites, revolt against those who treat the world poorly, treat their own subjects poorly, and treat us poorly. More righteousness, more righteousness. Right, and then turning Garma into a martyr. Not only should you be enraged by it, but his death was actually for a purpose. He died like the universe or God made this happen for a reason, and we should view his death as a purposeful thing that will snap us out of it, which of course is the way that a political manipulator would view it, right? It's a perfect way to manipulate the masses into vengeance. Many of your fathers and brothers died due to the Federation's ill-judged resistance. That is a great, great line. It's maybe the best line of his entire speech, just in terms of how crazy it is. Many of your fathers and brothers died not because we went to war against the Federation, but because the Federation judged poorly and decided to resist us. It's their fault for trying to cling to power, not our fault for starting a war. Right? Twists all of it. And so you can't blame us for the deaths of your fathers and brothers. You should blame the other side because they're the ones who killed them. They're the ones who resisted those fools. We'll show them what that will get them, which is more war. I actually feel like the choice to frame this in like a CRT TV, in like a 3-4 classic CRT is... It does something. It tickles the back of my brain where I've seen archival footage of a nation like seething and a funeral like this growing into something, or a speech like this growing into something. The footage that we have of Nazi Germany, the footage that we have of Mao-ruled China, footage that we have of smaller nations and smaller dictators causing this kind of fervor. It's scary. It's so real. I think it's brilliant. I think it's genuinely brilliant. Focus our collective anger and bring it down upon the Federation, and we will finally grasp true victory. And it is victory that is the greatest tribute that we can pay to those who have fallen. No mourning, no time for mourning, just time to fight more. And then, of course, ZEON to... if you didn't get that this is somewhat Germanic, ZEON. Okay. And all we can do is sit here and watch the enemy grow. And it just doesn't stop. It fades us out of the episode all the way through. The ZEON Federation has been riled up toward an unstoppable war. We are fucked. And they have more tech and new suits and stuff. We are super duper triple double fucked. Oh man. Oh man. This is a good goddamn episode. If only because this portion of the speech and the thoughts going into this political maneuvering that is going on, and then the way that Char reacts to it, and then the way that our characters react to it, and then the way that the populace, the masses of ZEON react to it, are so damned interesting. Spooky, spooky stuff. Okay, let me check Sakakiburu. I've already got the other page up, so let's just go source 12. We got a couple cuts. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kazuo Nakamura presumed. I don't know. There's no way I could know. But this is, of course, the scene of super duper shook Amuro. Oh, 14 days ago by G. Kalai. Thank you, G. Kalai. And I assume that some of these marks are saying the coloration of everything, and also just white in the eyes, just pure glowing white in the eyes. Oh yeah, these battle cuts, them tentacle moves. It's some spooky stuff, and a cool explosion. Great stuff. Yeah, this moment when Amuro does not have his head in the game, is just like clong, 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 clong. Sucks. It sucks, dude. And then of course he is greeted by lightning tentacles, which also suck, dude. Some spooky shit going on here with lightning flashing behind them. Yeah, it's hella cool. Okay, and that's from the previous episode. Cool. And those are all of the cuts that are listed on Sakakiburu. Not many, but that's okay, because while there was some cool animation in this episode, it is by far the political stuff that I find the political stuff by far more interesting. And it's scary interesting because it's a little bit too real. And I think that's great. When we talk about, when people talk about Gundam, they often talk about how like realistic it feels, even with the insanity and the craziness of giant mobile suits and crazy technology and Minovsky particles and all this shit. certain things feel very real. The responses of some of the characters to their situations are one of those things, and then this adds another layer, which is the political machinery behind a war like this suddenly feels much more real than it did before. And I love the way that we've done it, how we had to get to the point where our characters are fleeing and fleeing and fleeing and fleeing and fleeing, and then they manage to kill Garmazabi with some help from Char, and that lights everything up and sets everything in motion, and it gives the Zeons the excuse that they need to ramp up their war effort and drive us into what is effectively the second core of Mobile Suit Gundam, right? We're on episode 12, next is episode 13. It's usually 12 to 13 episodes in a core, and so we're coming into a new situation here where the Zeons are leveraging a lot more power and a lot more force against the Federation, and we're stuck right in the middle of it. Absolutely fascinating, really good episode, very well written in my opinion. I think both of these were great, and it's shocking to me that they were outsourced episodes. I guess we will be back to in-house, in-studio episodes come next week, and we'll see if we notice a big difference there. But for now, fantastic episodes of Mobile Suit Gundam, some really interesting stuff that I'm very happy to sink my teeth into, and excellent, just excellent. Great. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Mobile Suit Gundam episodes 11 and 12. I hope you've enjoyed or gotten spooked by these as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch some more. If you want the next week's episodes a little bit early, they'll be up on the Patreon, which you can find in the description. Thank you for those of you who support. If you've got comments or thoughts about these episodes or ideas or whatever, throw them in the comments. I'd love to read them, and I'll see you next week for more Mobile Suit Gundam. Peace.